is to not see Deuce Vaughn around Veneer anymore, besides being quieter, I'm sure?
Yeah, it's definitely, there's kind of a space without him. Deuce always brought like the same lighthearted and goofiness, and you always, if you're having a bad day, you know Deuce would be there to smile and pick it up. But it's exciting to see what Deuce is doing and to see him on TV. And I don't know if you guys saw that commercial. That's Deuce. Deuce is one of the hardest workers I knew, and no one better for the spotlight and the coverage that he's getting. I mean, Deuce Vaughn is the man, and he's worked for it. He's proved it. So,
where do you think you can improve the most at center?
Yeah. I think at the point of attack, one of my big goals this offseason is just continue to increase strength in my upper body. I move well, and that's kind of one of my assets, I guess, my go-to. I like to get out in space and move, but at the point of attack, versus those big noses, just getting movement inside. I'm anticipating to play a little bit heavier this year. Last year, once the season got going, I was kind of about 280, and I didn't ever get my weight back up, and right now I'm about 295. So I'm looking to play a little bit heavier, but keep the same speed and athleticism that I try to play with.
Yeah, who would you say is the funniest member of your offensive line?
Man, there's a lot of funny guys. Kind of just depends on the day. That's what's great, is it's not just one guy, but anybody can bring something at any time. Those young guys, they're a great group of guys. I'm sure you guys haven't got to talk to them yet, but they have some good personalities and they bring a lot to the table, so you'll enjoy getting to know them.
What level of discussion has Connor Riley had with those young guys as far as kind of biding their time before they get into the fold?
Yeah, just like he told me a few years ago, he said the time is now, and it's their job to push and fight and scrap, and we want more depth. We want guys to be able to play. We always say we want to play 8, 9, 10 guys, be able to get a break. It's a long season, and I'm sure you guys saw that in our play or after OU. We took 80-some offensive snaps. So the more that we can get guys to help us out, and those guys are competing and grinding to take my spot, and that's the nature of the game, and that's what's going to push us forward.
So with Daniel Green coming back, you talked a little bit about you guys coming back on the offensive line, but getting him back, you have a pretty good vibe on this team. Just how important is him coming back, not only for the defense but for the team in general?
Yeah, it's huge. I didn't know about Daniel till maybe a week or two before, because early on I don't think he was planning on coming back, and then everything went on, and he's a staple of that defense, and they would have done a great job filling it. There would have been guys to step up, but the person that Daniel Green is, the experience he came in with me, he actually early enrolled, so he's been here longer than I have. He's a leader on that defense. Those linebackers revolve around him. He's more than just the amazing player is. He's a leader, and that's what makes that defense great is Daniel Green. He brings others up around him.